Pendle here from Sound Dust with today the Dulcitonium, which will be semi-familiar to you if you're aware of the Ghost Dulcitone, Ghost Dulcitone 1900 that is. Now this is essentially an update of that, but it got a bit carried away with itself and became a Dulcitonium, which combines some of the great things of the Ghost Dulcitone. I just keep saying Dulcitone, I've seen it too many times. Combines the great things of the original Ghost Dulcitone with some new things from the Unium engine. So we have the original idea, which is a convolution dulcitone, where I used each note of a dulcitone as a convolution impulse and then put Moog noise through each note individually, thousands of the buggers, well, hundreds of the buggers, and then recorded the output and then built it back together as an instrument. So you ended up with these things which I call ghosts, which we have two of here. Hold on, let's just quickly show you what we mean. So that's kind of thing. That's a ghost. His eyes wobble. And this is a reverse ghost, which is not the same samples, I might add. That's also got some wobble on there, which I will take off. There you go. So that has a slightly different quality, and mixed together, let's put some wobble on, because we can. Oh, speed different. So those are your ghosts. And then there is, over here, we have a dulcitone, but it's been recorded through cassette tape, every note. So it originally was a binaural recording, and then it's been re-recorded off tape. So that's a 1900. Has a slightly different quality to the straightforward dulcitone instruments. Then we have the Roomy Nord, which is a Nord modular patch that's a bit electric piano-y, and it's recorded binaurally by passing it through speakers in a room. Which is rather nice. And then we have a stretched dulcitone. Now this is, it's not the same as a convolved dulcitone. We can count how many times I say dulcitone. So it's a very artificially extended dulcitone. How many times? With loops. And many other things. And then another brand new thing here, which is I've called it the clunk layer. And this is made by, oh, let's get that delay off. This is made, that's the loop there. This is made by going inside a dulcitone and flicking there's a kind of mechanism which I will show you there. It's made by flicking the mechanism, the damping mechanism. So I'm not hitting it in the normal key way. So because as you can see, a dulcitone is essentially made from tuning fork. There's also that reverb on there. There you go. So you've got this excellent plunky, plunky, clunky thing, which mixes nicely with some of the other things. Add in some ghost. And there you have it. It's based on the Unium engine, which I've demonstrated on other videos. I will quickly go through again. So essentially you've got a choice of 6 articulations which all work nicely together. I'm not sure what this will sound like. Awesome. So you can kind of build up sounds made with all of these in various combinations with the various clever controls, which I'll go through. So this one, from the top, on and off there, you've got the, watch out, the eyes follow you across the room. On and off here. You've got an octave selection there, so you can put things up or down by an octave. You've got, so this is the loop, which goes very tiny. It's not on everything because it takes up a really lot of memory. So it goes that tiny. But then you can do that in that way. That's all completely automatable with MIDI and DAW automation. Volume, OBS. This is sample start, so you can take a bit of clunk. It's more extreme on other ones. Pan modulation, turn it up there, and here's the speed, which goes up to ridiculous 256th of a note. So there's effects to be had there. Let's move on to here. You've also got volume modulation, going from 12 bars to 256th of a bar. Including various variations on those speeds. Obviously, let's go over here because it's more extended. So you've got attack and decay and release. And sustain, of course. Too slow. There you go. With a shape, a volume shape or an attack shape there. So you've got variations with there, and it comes in handy because you can get clicks, because these are generally binaural. You can sometimes get clicks if you're adjusting the sample start. So this is where that volume thing comes in. Volume attack shaper. That's the high pass filter, low pass filter. More obvious on one of these. So you can make the lovely woody thing, thin, woody, jingly. Vibrato, I always say it like that, I don't know why, which goes to whole octaves. And you can do that. It's quite good if you have just for a bit of lovely wobble. Same goes, oh no, let's do that off. Chorus, same thing, but different thing. Take that down. And obviously you can just have different values doing different wobbles. And then add in a straight sound, like that. Bye-bye. down here we've got a selection of reverb impulses which you can't see. Down here I'm clicking spring. The amount is there. Make that less wobbly and you'll hear it better. Choral. Oh, let's get the wobbles off. Oh, it's less obvious on that instrument. That's interesting. I'll cut it out later and you'll never know. Splatter. This is delay over here. Delay send, so that's the send amount, that's the delay on. Feedback, time. Stereo, damp. You know how that works. Over here we've got kind of insert effects which affect everything. So we've got filth. Let's go something less. Which is more, oh, and there's absolute filth there, which at lower settings is bonkers. EQ, you know how to use an EQ. Rotor, mix for Hammond organy things. It's nice when you get, yeah, that's just nice. Another reverb which is handy to set up completely wet. If you want, but you've got a wet and dry here as well, so you can have it 100% wet and dry. And then these are your send effects, so you've got a reverb send as well, which is for everything. So it's another reverb you've got. So you've got choice of 3 reverbs all at the same time. Always good to hide behind reverb, I find. What I've not mentioned, red dots here. Some of them, I've got a guitar effects pedal here, which is good for super null. And let's just add something there. And note jitter basically affects every single group articulation differently. So if I turn up the on note, it will kind of add random variation between start times. So you can you can make it sound like you're a really bad player, even though you're only holding one note. So yes, that's a lot of. That's with that on, a lot of it, and here it is. And the same goes for note off and velocity and tune, which can get interesting. And we've got the chord section. So this is a kind of clever quantizing device that, let's go simple. Let's just go to a tape dulcitone. So this is me hitting one note, and then you've got chords. And then you've got a key selector and a scale selector, so we can go in some crazy scales. Diminished. Oh, no, octaphonic. Now it will always be in tune. Might not sound very nice. Not the greatest sound. Let's get rid of that. Just switch it off if you don't want it. Too much reverb. Gubbins page is adds in the round robins as well, which will move notes all over the shop. To add more realism, you can also draw in the velocity response you want. Make everything loud, make everything quiet. Because there are many, many velocity layers in these instruments, so you're going to get slightly different sounds at lower velocities. That's the whole point. And you can draw it that way quickly and whatever. And the manual, read the flipping manual here. If you can't remember anything, it's all there for you. There you go. I think that will be it for all. I've bound to have forgotten something. Just tell me if I have. Another thing I never mentioned before. Look, if you move the mod wheel, look what happens. I think that's lovely. But of course, you can right-click anything and learn modulation as well. So you can make the mod wheel do that if you want, and then you can take it off. Lots and lots of presets, or should I say, snapshots, all available here, plus a load of defaults, so you can get back to kind of obvious, straightforward concepts, and then divided into sections, throbs, slow, kind of real. It's hard to decide what a category things go into. A lot of the names, snapshot names, are based on brother or family actors. So you can see, I didn't know there was an Adele Astaire, but there is, who is the sister of Fred Astaire. There's lots of Baldwins. There's Hilary and Jacqueline Dupre. You know, you've got to think of something, lots of Barrymores. Anyways, thank you very much. This has been the Sounddust Dulcitonium. The Ghost Dulcitone 1900 is not dead, but has passed on to a different spiritual plane, and in its place, the Dulcitonium. Thank you very much. Goodbye.